So today we lost another military asset, and what we found was time and again ISRO is not able to understand the implication of losing a military grade asset or payloads. Now, if I give you a data that for last 10 years there has been five losses, military grade asset payload losses or satellite losses, and for last 20 years we have lost almost, not almost, we have lost 14 satellites, military grade satellites. I'm talking about military grade satellite or dual use satellite. When I say dual use, these are actually military satellites but used in the commercial purpose also. So we have lost five dual use satellites last 10 years and 14 dual use satellites in last 20 years. Now, what are the reason? This is one organization uh, which probably doesn't have any accountability. What is accountability? I don't see uh, any kind of investigation report published in for the public. No head rolls, and there is no accountability. They get a second chance. To give you data, I was just taking for last 20 years the success rate of ISRO in launching and also in operating. Near after launch it operates something, right, before handing it over to military or Indian Army, Indian Air Force, or whoever it is. Launching, during the launch and post launch, what we see, there's a 52% success rate. So ISRO's success rate is 52% during launch and post launch, whereas the same success rate for non-military grade launches goes to 92% when it is non-military or non-dual use satellites. So why is the reason? What is the reason for this? Is there a problem that whenever ISRO launches any military satellite or dual use satellite, ISRO comes under pressure or there is a foreign sabotage? What is the reason? And and if I take the 18th May 2025 launch, right? That was also a military satellite we lost. And where is the report? Where is the pub? They just only mention it's a third stage sequencing failure. Now somebody has to publish an investigation report, and that has to be publicized or publicly available, so that people should understand what has happened, who was the accountable person, whether the person has been removed from that role or not, who takes the accountability. I will rather say DRD is much better organization than ISRO. Most of the technology, apart from propulsion, yes, I understand the propulsion technology, rocket technology has been taken by DRDO from ISRO. There's always a cross sharing of technology. But apart from rocket technology, apart from the propulsion technology, cryogenic technology for the Agni and other things, most of the technology are borrowed from DRDO, right? ISRO has borrowed technology from DRDO also. So, what is why I will say that ISRO is a blue eye boy of India? I will say DRDO is much better organization, which maintains a low profile. But ISRO is hyped, always hyped. I don't care whether you're sending Mangalyaan or Gaganyaan, I don't care. If you're not able to send a military satellite, you're not able to send any defense payloads, I don't see any value, right? Now, let's see what are the satellite we lost, right, over the years. Now, for the last 10 years, we have lost five satellites. IRNSS-1H, Navik satellite, 31st August 2017. Number 2, GSAT-6A, military communication satellite, 29th March 2018. Number 3, EOS-3, GSAT-1, 12th August 2021. Then we lost another satellite which is called EOS-09, right, which is on 18th May 2025. This was the last year. and we lost Anvesha, which is OSN1, hyperspectral uh, multiband satellite, which is very critical for our surveillance, right? Border surveillance and also real-time surveillance, which was very critical post Operation Sindhu. So then, if I go slightly back for last 20 years, we lost around five satellites, Navik satellites, which was lost uh, after the launch, not during the launch, post launch, due to some malfunction of atomic clock. We lost those five satellites, and which was completely defunct in 2025, much before the overall age of the satellite. We lost uh, GSAT 4 in April 2010, which was a dual use satellite. Then IRN SS1A, first Navig satellite in 2016-17. Then, so this is a problem, right? And also we lost two other satellites, INSAT 4C in 2006 and GSAT 5P in 2010, which was again multi-band KU and C-band radar. We lost the satellites radar. We lost, and which was a dual use payloads, right? So again, I'm coming to the same data, right? If I take 20 years of data, the success rate of dual use satellite launch of ISRO is 52%. When we are going out of military, standard commercial, non-military satellites, the success rate is 92%. So 40% jump of success rate of ISRO when it is non-military. Why it is so? Is there a extra pressure to ISRO when they are launching military satellite? What is that problem? Why they are not taking corrective action? Like after 2025 mishap of the last satellite we lost, we got almost 9 months. So what we have done, what we have learned, same third stage sequencing error, same problem. What can be the factors? Like if I tell, apart from that, what can be the sabotage theory is one theory that are floating around. Obviously, hack launch vehicle computers, tamper with components during import, use cyber attacks during counter countdown. So this can be one. Obviously, we use, and the indigenization of our entire uh, satellite launching ecosystem is 90%. So 10% components, high-end electronics and chips, we are still relying on foreign countries. So is there a some kind of compromise that happened through those electronic components that we don't know? And that's not possible also, because we are setting up the encryption, we are controlling everything. Then what is the, whether that can be hacked? As a cyber security expert, I don't think so. I don't think so. Somebody can hack. Though there was a couple of instances in 2012 during the launch. There was some, not 2012, 2022, during the launch sequence. There was multiple DDoS attack uh, being made to the couple of telemetry port, right? Telemetry port of the launch vehicle by Chinese hacker. We know that, and there are a lot of DDoS attack happened after that also. But those DDoS attack can be handled. We have those capability, right? So what are the other factors? China CIA doesn't want India to have spy satellites. Yeah, but how do they do that? One possibility is that they bribe the ecosystem, the supply chain. We have seen lot of arrests in the supply chain ecosystem of ISRO, in the clean rooms, also in clean rooms, quality testing labs, private subcontractors compromise. These are the genuine arrest FIRs that has been lodged in the ISRO ecosystem. What other can be the possibilities, right? What other can be the possibilities? I don't know what architecture, sequencing architecture they use, but I know that NASA, for critical assets, they use dual computer sequence set, and also French they use dual system, right? If one computers during the sequencing, one computers have some problem, then the control goes to the other computer, so that there is a redundancy, right? All the ports, telemetry ports as well as non-telemetry ports are hardened, right? They're hardened with multiple layer of uh, encryption. DRD also does that. Whatever I'm saying, DRD also does that during the missile testing. The same security protocol ISRO doesn't do. I know that because I have seen that their SOPs, those things are not there. They are not. There is no multi-layered security protocols within the system launching sequence, just like the DRDO. Whether the entire infrastructure is hardened from any kind of attack, the launch during the launch sequence, that also we don't know, because the launch vehicle always depend upon the command, though it's automatic self command, like all the commands are put into the system, but any kind of deviation, they always ping to the ground station, and those ping for the last control, those are open telemetry ports, which obviously are secured ports. Is there a problem in that? That there are a lot of hacking, there's significant DDoS attack being done, and the law and the ground station unable to recognize those. So what are the reason? Because this is significantly large loss or huge loss for India. So the message is ISRO has to sit down, understand that why during the military launch or military payload launch the success criteria dips. That's number one. Number two, whether the investigations are done properly, investigation reports are publicized, not publicized, or uh, provided in the portal publicly, so that is publicly available. Third, whether the right accountability is there within ISRO. Fourth, whether all type of security framework, like all security framework, be the launch sequence, be in the entire supply ecosystem, be in the actual hardened set where the command ground station is there. So all the security framework are correctly being multi-layered implemented, just like DRDO. Fifth, five, whether any type of security telemetry component needs to be installed in the launching device, in the launching vehicle, so that any kind of, there is a possibility. I am telling this because South Korea and Japan has faced this problem. I don't know who it was directed towards Japan or it was directed towards North Korea. So it is called uh, eye shield, where I will tell you what is that. So the satellites outside the, I mean, in the LEO or ACO, wherever the satellites are, there are specific devices which send electronic pulse and which can actually create interference in the launch vehicle. While the launch vehicle is in the launch state, if the satellites in the LEO, say in the LEO side, uh, the LEO orbits, right, sends those signal to that, directed towards that particular launch vehicle. Frequency I don't know, but at least that it can interfere with electronics. It is called hard jamming. So there's a standard jamming which can be done via the frequency manipulation, and there's a hard jamming which can be done via electromagnetic pulse by disrupting or interference. So so Japan and South Korea has actually installed um, a, I don't exactly know the technology, but at least a security port, which is the telemetry port, secure telemetry port, which actually try to read those and then defend those with a similar kind of signal or frequency, so that the launch vehicle is safe. So can can ISRO learn from those uh, organization like Japan and Japan, also the South Korean same South Korean space organization. So those are the questions that ISRO has to face today. Uh, I'm not I'm not expert in this field, but at least I found that it is very amusing and also uh, dangerously dangerously interesting, right? It's not interesting, dangerously interesting, that whenever there's a military launch happen, payload launch happen, ISRO fails miserably in terms of success rate. That's where I will stop. I will wait for you guys to comment. Thanks for watching. Good night.